Yeah, good morning and welcome all of you to this I Become Contributor program. In particular, Mr. Srinivas from Illumine Laboratories, who have been doing a splendid job on how we can transform normal people into contributors. And their lab has experimented upon and developed a course module. And the first one of its kind was implemented on State Bank of India 1.5 years ago when they came to this college and informed about how a bank could get transformed into a very leading bank which is customer friendly was through this particular program. Over 1,000 plus branches, 2,000?
Yeah, 14,000.
14,000 branches. So it was a phenomenal success, and that's the story which he narrated, and said that they would like to experiment a new module in the education sector, and that's where he wanted to have association with none other than College of Engineering, Pune. Mr. Srinivas himself knows about the quality education and all that, but just getting good quality education is not enough. Getting job is also not enough. If one develops an attitude of contributory approach in his life, success automatically follows. You don't have to worry about promotion, you don't worry about a better job and all that. In fact, people will follow you rather than you have to follow the jobs and the promotions. And that is what is a very important approach to life, which unfortunately is missing. There are two things missing in this country. One is contributors. They always say that in any organization there are about 20% contributors and the rest 80% just are idling and the organization runs through. If this percentage can be increased from 20% to even 30%, 40%, and if it becomes 50%, there will be marvelous things happening in any organization. And if we remember through autonomy and through the support by the Board of Governors in the last 6-7 years, what we have been attempting is an experiment in the similar direction. So we thought if we get the training through a methodical approach, probably what we have been trying and what we have been achieving will also probably get multifold benefit out of that. And that's where we thought we should engage with Mr. Srinivas and his entire team who have been doing this splendid job. We also visited their lab in Mumbai. We were impressed. We thought as an experiment, if we start with faculty, the leadership in the institute, if they become contributors, understand the philosophy behind that, we can also propagate that among students. And probably in the first round, institute may spend some money from its own, but subsequently it should be self-sustaining model. And we want that if students realize its importance, and rather than only writing a good CV, we know that there are firms which allow students to write excellent CV, but what is the intrinsic content of a human being, whether he really means it, whether he really performs it in an organization. These are the questions which employers are also talking about, and therefore this particular program will go a long way in developing our student community into excellent leaders, people who are contributors and would be hot sought after by every organization because they are contributors. They will raise the organization's level to a very high level.